Good morning. Welcome to Weaved Web Recovery. I'm Ryan W. It's Bobby W. And we're going to go ahead and start today's readings for February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day out there to all you lovers. We're going to start with the just for today.
Hi, I'm John. I'm an alcoholic.
Good morning, John.
The right to a God of your understanding is total and without any catches. Because we have this right, it is necessary to be honest about our belief if we are to grow spiritually. In meetings, over refreshments, and talks with our sponsor, we hear our NA friends talking about the way we understand, the way they understand their higher power. It would be easy to go with the flow, adopting somebody else's beliefs. But just as no one else can recover for us, so no one else's spirituality can substitute for our own. We must honestly search for an understanding of God that truly works for us. Many of us begin that search with prayer and meditation and continue with our experiences in recovery. Have there been instances where we have been given power beyond our own to face life's challenges? When we have quietly sought direction in times of trouble, have we found it? What kind of power do we believe has guided and strengthened us? What kind of power do we seek? With the answers to these questions, we will understand our higher power well enough to feel safe and confident about asking it to care for our will and lives. A borrowed understanding of God may do on the short haul, but in the long run, we must come to our own understanding of a higher power, for it is that power which will carry us through our recovery. Just for today, I'll seek a power greater than myself that can help me grow spiritually. Today I will examine my beliefs honestly and come to my own understanding of God.
Thanks for reading, John. We'll go ahead and read 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. After that first drink, we had a single track mind. It was like a railroad train. The first drink started it off, and it kept going on the single track until it got to the end of the line, drunkenness. We alcoholics knew this was the inevitable result when we took the first drink, but still we couldn't keep away from liquor. Our willpower was gone. We had become helpless and hopeless before the power of alcohol. It's not the second drink or the 10th drink that does the damage, it's the first drink. Will I ever take that first drink again? Meditation for today. I must keep a time apart with God every day. Gradually, I will be transformed mentally and spiritually. It is not the praying so much as just being in God's presence. The strengthening and curative powers of this I cannot understand, because such knowledge is beyond human understanding, but I can experience them. The poor, sick world would be cured if every day each soul waited before God for the inspiration to live aright. My greatest spiritual growth occurs in this time apart with God. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may faithfully keep a quiet time apart with God. I pray that I may grow spiritually each day. Now we'll read daily reflections.
Good morning. My name is Bobby, and I'm reading Daily Reflections, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to all. Expectations versus demands. Burn the idea into the consciousness of ever man that he can get well regardless of anyone. The only condition is that he trusts in God and clean house. Dealing with expectations is a frequent topic at meetings. It isn't wrong to expect progress of myself, good things from life, or decent treatment from others. Where I get into trouble is when my expectations become demands. I will fall short of what I wish to be, and situations will go in ways I do not like. Because people will let me down sometimes, the only question is, what am I going to do about it? Wallow in self-pity or anger, retaliate or make a bad situation worse? Or will I trust in God's power to bring blessings on the messes in which I find myself? Will I ask him what I should be learning? Do I keep on doing the right things I know how to do, no matter what? Do I take time to share my faith and blessings with others?
Thanks. Does anybody have any thoughts on today's readings that they'd like to share? Morning.
Is there anything anybody wants to say? John? Ryan?
I want to reflect on the 24 hours a day. I think taking that first drink is the catalyst for, disaster a million times over that I've done quite a bit in my life. And that first drink is no longer a desire for me. So, today, I don't have an interest in that. And I hope tomorrow's the same way. But it is interesting that, as it says, it's not the 2nd or the 10th or the 20th. It's the 1st. And without that first, then your life should be better. And so far it is. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks for sharing. John, is there anything you want to say? Or
Yeah, what did you, I wanna see what you read, something,
spark the interest?
yeah, can I see the?
Sure,
Oh, it was on the water? I don't have my
Yeah.
phone.
I got it.
What was it on?
Daily Reflections. Here you go.
Let me see.
Good morning, Mom.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning. Sorry to interrupt right in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, while Muhammad is getting it together, and John, from what he's understanding, I just want to speak on as a whole and to combine the 3 readings, but I also want to break them down just for the day, talk about honesty and spirituality. And my what I get from that is keep it real, as they say on the street, right? They say keep it real, or real recognize real. And I really want to come to the understanding when we talk about God and spirituality, how these things came together from the beginning before we even got with the street slang. Real recognize real, spirit recognize spirit, to know the spirit by the spirit. And that's what I was coming along with, right? And so I want to go further on, to say from in the 24 hours, to say tell the truth. And that's my understanding. Be honest. And you got to start with God. So we talking about being in recovery today and how we get growth from spirituality, how we can open up and be ourselves. I remember a commercial used to say, be somebody, be yourself. And that right there, to me, tends to be some of the things that I can understand from a childhood, so I don't have to worry about what nobody else thinks of me or how I speak today, And yes, I want to speak better when I'm in the presence of proper people or the appropriate people, but I always want to speak well. And I was told that, in other words, I was always being scrutinized or chastised or even being learned, if I can say it that way, so I can be a better speaker, so I can speak in a proper manner. And then I want to talk about the daily reflections, and it's trust God, right? And I used to always hear from my family member, she said, you don't trust me enough to tell me the truth. I was like, wow, and I didn't understand that, or I didn't want to, if I could say that, because I was saying, you just want me to tell you so you can know what I do. But I realized that when I started telling the things that I was doing, that was the help that I needed. It kept me from doing something wrong, because when I told them this is how I am, so they knew the patterns of how I would act in each day and how I would do things. So I realized that with that being said, I got understanding. And one of the fellows used to ask me, he asked me a question, well, did I want to reveal Satan? He said, yeah. I said, yeah. So he said, tell the truth on yourself. Tell on yourself. And I was like, wow. So I had to be honest with everybody, but starting with myself, but ultimately with God. So with that being said, John, is there anything you want to say from what you read?
Yeah, but I don't want to be called on.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I will say I